Top 10 things not to do in school. Education is a critical part of our lives, shaping our future and opening doors to countless opportunities. However, while we often hear about what to do in school, it's equally important to be aware of what not to do. In this guide, we'll explore the top 10 things you should avoid in a school setting. Whether you're a student, teacher, or parent, understanding these common pitfalls can help create a more productive, respectful, and enriching educational environment. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. 1. Bully and humiliate others. The most often thing we can see is when one student from high school is bullying one from primary or just from the high school too. Sometimes it also accompanied by extortion of pocket money. And if sometimes teachers notice that and put an end to it, sometimes it may cause awful and terrible results. The thing is that student who is being bullied for a long period of time, ready to do everything just to stop this. You can read about lethal case of bullying to understand why it should be stopped as soon as possible. 2. Deal with drugs and alcohol. Situation seems to improve during last years, of course, but it is not fixed completely. The main reason to stop this is that school is an establishment where students form their future. It's like a noble building full of knowledge. Drugs or alcohol, as well as smoking, are absolutely unacceptable. Moreover, talking about primary school students, they may become victims of these things just because they don't have a complete understanding of what they are doing. That's why drug education in schools should become a constant part of curriculum. 3. Fight with others. Mainly fighting goes near to bullying, but it can be separated. Reasons may be different, but results are always the same. Injuries, and sometimes even loss of life. It is sad that some students think they are gods of the school and can do everything, even bite anybody they want. Unfortunately, there are a lot of such cases, and to fix them, the mentality should be changed. Maybe to avoid this situation, students should be involved in more sport activity, so they won't just have any desire and energy to fight. Maybe it will become good football players then. Feel free to know more about best soccer clubs in the world. 4. Sexual harassment. This problem is not so spread, or maybe not all victims are talking about what happened to them. Of course, when this situation happens between two students, victim will tell. However, what is the most shocking is that sometimes young girls of high school or even of primary school become victims of teachers. Fortunately, such cases are very rare, but who knows, maybe there are more of them, but children just don't tell about it. 5. Hustling in queues. As some results show, the situation when somebody just cuts you out of queue in the dining room is quite often. It may not be as dangerous as bullying or fighting, of course, but it's still not a pleasant thing. However, some things which are unpleasant somewhere may be a habit or tradition somewhere else. 6. Chewing gum. Well, chew the cud can be just unpleasant to observe at the lessons, especially when these are serious lessons. Chewing gum at physical training lessons may end in a very unpleasant way if gum will get into the wrong throat and student will start to suffocate. However, there is another problem with chewing gums, which is extremely spread and became something like a norm. Many students think for some reasons that they can stick the gum anywhere, to the desk or table, or even to the clothes of student ahead. That's not pleasant, and to sit on chewing gum is a disgusting thing. 7. Bother others. Imagine a situation when you are writing an important work and suddenly somebody shakes your shoulder and asks some unintelligent questions. You lose a thought and receive a reprimand from the teacher. The situation is even worse when you should write down something very quickly and somebody asks you to dictate in this, instead of just looking into your notes and write them. However, probably the most annoying thing you can see is when a group of students is chattering while others try to listen to a teacher. In fact, it is quite hard to do this because of noise, exertion, and irritation. So next time when you will decide to chatter with somebody nearby during the lesson, better do some crazy life hacks than bother other students. 8. Stop being a copycat. We often deal with situations when one student looks at others' work, be it a homework or test or something else, and copies it. Students who do such things should be punished. First of all, they receive marks which they don't deserve. Another thing is that they get used to live at the expense of others. This is not a good habit, and it will cause many problems in future. 9. Bad words in school. Cursing is so common thing that some students even don't mind about doing it in school. What consequences it has? First of all, younger students may hear these words and begin to use them everywhere, which is not as funny as may seem at the first sight. Secondly, school is place of developing, while cursing takes you back to ancient times. If you are a civilized person, don't curse in school, and don't do it anywhere. Try to show your bad attitude or emotions in some scientific or poetic manner, instead of using taboo words. It is funnier, and will develop your speech. 10. Spoil things. You may have different associations with this phrase. First is when student takes somebody's thing and break it or spoil it in some ways. However, the other thing is when students spoil things, which are school property. For example, lockers where you put your things or desks or whatever else. Just try to think about others, because you are not the only person who will use the locker or sit on that chair forever. Somebody would not evaluate chair, which will be broken or painted, as well as locker with broken door. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching.